Has it started?
Hello, this is Frontline here. We are going to do a thing called the edit. What are you doing?
Right,
I didn't know we started
that
yet.
part
Yeah.
out. Gotta
Hello, this is Frontline here. We are going to do a thing called the Editonians, where me and a couple of people are going to talk about different current events and make fun of them. So, to get things started, we are going to talk about the new iPhone rumor leak, which means, well,
You're a failure.
The apple could be waterproof? Is that what you're trying to say, buddy?
yeah.
Okay, well, we all know that that's probably true because Apple's going to copy Android.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's like the S5, I believe, was the first model that was like the mainstream type that was waterproof.
Yes.
Really,
I mean, some Samsungs weren't even advertised as waterproof, and they were waterproof.
That's true.
Yeah, because I believe there was also like the S4 travel or gear or
No, that one was not waterproof. It was like water resistant, but it wasn't proof.
But it was pretty much waterproof. They said a lot were water resistant, but you can dunk in a pool and they'd still work.
Yeah. It's like basically I think what really comes down to it with the whole entire iPhone Android thing is that Android's really focused upon hardware, while iPhone really is not good about that, but they are good on software.
Yes.
Yeah.
iPhones are easier to use than Android.
That
If
is
you're just
true.
like, for some reason, you've never had a smartphone in 2016.
Somehow. It's like, I'm pretty sure that there will come to a point where babies will not even know what a flip phone is.
To be honest, that's probably what's going to happen.
Probably already happened.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Android. I mean, I have an iPhone, but I think I'd go an Android and S7 Edge because they have VR and better resolution.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Gear VR is one of the
What's
things.
the Gear VR? Oh yeah, that's such the VR. It's called the Gear.
Yeah, the Gear VR is the actual official name. I really think that revolutionized virtual reality technology because it made it accessible to any consumer rather than the Oculus people,
Costs like $600, $700 to get that, and better resolution. It's not 4K. I think it's like quad something on the Android, but it's like a lot more pixels in the stupid iPhone, the 720p.
Yeah, iPhones have been getting 4K, I think.
Oh,
or
yeah.
at least 4K photos.
They have 4K videos now too on the
But
SE.
what you can do with your iPhone now is jailbreak it with the new app that you can get, so you can have it to where it's you can get all of the cool stuff in cheat and stuff. It's pretty fun.
In cheat. That's what you need to get an iPhone for. If you are a dirty, lousy cheater, then you can be an iPhone
It's fun,
user.
man. You can just do what you want on your iPhone. Then it's kind of like an Android almost, but even better sometimes.
But iPhones are better than Androids.
No, they're
'Cause
not.
They're more high tech.
They aren't.
Androids, their Play Store is crap. You can download some apps and they don't even work.
I don't think
At
we've ever
least
had an
app-
Android server.
But right now you're talking about two different things.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
all the hardware is really bad, and then you're talking about how the App Store is bad. I will agree that the App Store is not
as good, but the hardware is way better than the iPhone. It has a
depends
better
there.
screen. It has curves. It looks better. It has
But it's harder to
plexiglass
get a
on the
screen
back.
protector for.
That's
and if
not
it
true.
breaks, you can't replace it.
It is not true. You can replace the screen.
You
But
you can replace any phone.
Yeah, you can replace any phone with the screen.
But
and
with the new Samsung, the curved screen,
Yes, you
it's
can
really
replace
hard
it.
to replace it, and some people can't because of the money costs.
That's for every screen. They all
And-
cost the same.
But iPhone screens are cheaper to replace.
No, they're not.
They're not curved.
They're the exact same price. That's the curved one.
Look it up.
Oh, I have. They're
Just
the
look it up.
exact same
Let
price.
me look it up right now. We're in the middle of Editonians.
Yeah.
How about let's
You gotta have your information beforehand.
I do have my information because I
What's
had
the
a friend.
numbers?
I don't know exactly,
Then
but I
it's
have a
false
friend who broke it.
information. Bias.
It's not biased.
It is biased.
Just look up.
Everyone here is biased. I'm obviously an Android,
Because that's the first
Love
smartphone you've had.
the only smartphone I've had.
See, I've
The
had
first
that,
smartphone
but-
I had was an Android. It was horrible.
I think I've only had an iPhone, but I have so many friends with Androids that I've played with them enough to know that I think the Android's better.
But we're all missing the Microsoft phone line.
That's
Oh,
the
the
worst.
Microsoft phone line. The whole entire thing.
Hey, no, we're actually the Motorola with the new like add-ons, like a projector you can put on. That's kind of
That is, it's cool. And you can do like PowerPoint and stuff on there.
But I don't. It's just too like not many people have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
And
like with the whole
They
entire
have
thing.
Cortana. They're the ones with Cortana.
Yeah, with the Windows, they have Cortana.
I mean, dude, Android's got a lot more features. It's got better resolution than the iPhone. The iPhone literally came out with an old phone and just put a new CPU in it. The iPhone SE.
Yeah, the iPhone SE.
Which
Oh.
I did get because I don't like how big the iPhones are getting.
But they literally recycled an idea. They ran out of ideas pretty much. And if you've seen like the iPhone 7, it has the only difference from the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 7 is it has 2 cameras. And it's a little thinner.
The iPhone
Literally
7's supposed to have
every
the
year that's
Bluetooth-
all they do.
The Bluetooth like headphones, where it doesn't have a headphone jack anymore.
They actually took that out because
Oh.
that'd have been a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
Because they wanted to put the lightning port. They would have take out the aux cord and have the lightning port as your audio jack, which literally no headphone companies have. So it would be the worst idea, and then you couldn't charge your phone.
It's what they're doing most likely, though. That's pretty much.
No, they said they can't. They didn't. They're not going to do it anymore because so many
people backlash.
Yes, and then they're like, well, wireless charging. Then you can't listen to music while you wirelessly charge your phone.
Well, back to like the whole entire waterproofing thing. Like the reason why waterproofing would be easier without the aux cable is just like having that whole entire giant space. It's like,
That's true. Where water can easily get in.
it takes up a lot of space in the phone. You'd be kind of actually surprised. It's a very outdated thing, and it makes it so that water seeps in very, very easily.
They would then, if iPhone stole the whole Samsung thing where they waterproofed it from the inside out, then iPhone might get sued.
If they copyrighted it.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm pretty sure you patent things.
Yeah, you don't
Oh,
copyright it, but
But anyway, if Apple does do it, it's good. So
I think that
Apple
really-
users and Android users can both have.
I have a feeling
Waterproofing phones.
iPhone is really far behind in the smartphone game right now. They don't have VR. They have a low resolution screen. Their phones aren't waterproof. I mean, they're pretty far behind from Android. And to get all that stuff, they're going to have to go through all the obstacles with Android. Since Android has done a lot of probably patenting and everything. They're going to have to get waterproof, which they might do. They maybe might make a VR. And who knows what else to do. A high resolution screen.
Very true, but one point that I like to make is how far actually is iPhone behind, because even though they're behind like the Samsung,
Hardware wise.
really they're making a lot more sales.
That's true.
Because so many people have the iPhone, and then your friends. Because if you get an Android, you can't really connect with an iPhone. And if more people have an iPhone, a lot more people are going to get an iPhone. But if a lot more people have an Android, a lot more people are going to get an Android.
Yeah.
And right now the tables are turning. A lot more people are getting Androids now.
Yeah, and a lot less people are getting the Windows phones, and
Unfortunately, no.
also the Amazon Fire phone. I'm actually
That
not
never
sure.
went up. That never
I
got
think-
popular.
I feel like it existed, but at the same time, I don't think that people really.
Well, they ruined it with their whole kid commercial. Who's like 10 and he's got like this Amazon phone and he's acting all smart. It's like
I think it was advertised as not a phone for an adult, but for a kid as their first iPhone. Or
and
smartphone, I mean. Sorry.
Really, I think that the problem with the Amazon Fire phone was the fact that you could only use Sprint.
Are you serious?
That was their selling point that made people not like it.
No one likes Sprint though.
Well, that's probably the reason why Sprint wanted so much of a contract with them.
Probably.
It's like, oh, you have to use Sprint, so there you go
No.
off.
People are
Back
like,
to
eh.
the Android thing and the iPhone. I like Android more as well. Is without jailbreaking the iPhone is very limited to its customization on the screen. You can only have one type of password. which is a number or a letter. You can't have like the cool swoosh thing or whatever. You can not change your theme, and you can only really change the background. But on the Android, you can change your theme, have a cool different passcodes and all that, and you can download things from the internet onto your phone.
Yeah, the Android I feel like has a lot more possibilities.
But it's more vulnerable to viruses. You can never get a virus on an Apple unless like someone goes like super
I would
hard.
disagree.
Yeah.
I would say that actually Androids are more protected because of the fact that more, like, it's the whole entire aspect of why Windows has more viruses than
Because it's more
like,
popular.
the Mac computers.
It's more popular.
It's more popular, and that's the reason, because people want viruses to spread, which means if there's a larger audience on iPhone, there's more chance that it will be the one targeted. And because there's less of an audience on Android, it's going to be less targeted.
Let's be honest here. Viruses don't affect phones that much.
That's true.
They don't.
Especially with the newer phones.
I mean,
It has nothing to do with what.
if you really wanted to on both phones, you can add an antivirus app if you really are paranoid. But, you know, they're both good. Samsung also, another thing Apple said they might copy for iPhone 7 is the wireless charging that an Android has already created.
Yeah, wireless charging. Honestly, I have not really caught on to why wireless charging.
I like it
Neither
a lot.
have I.
My brother uses it for his Android S7 Edge, and it's really cool. You just slap it on there, don't even have to worry.
Well, the thing about wireless charging, it's like whenever I think about, I feel like wireless charging is more useful if, like, a whole entire room is powered. However, it's like you might as well plug it in if you're just going to like put it on some sort of surface.
That's true. Like,
I think
there's-
it's just like easy. You don't have to worry about a cord. If like you're going to bed, but if you want to play if you want to watch a video and then charge it, then you want a cord.
Yeah, honestly, if you're using it, it's a lot more easier to be able to have the cord with it.
I've never really messed around with it, so I'm not 100% sure. My viewpoint is it's a little sketchy. If like the phone moves off just a little bit, it may not charge. The cord like always charges unless your cord's like broken. I know some cars have the new wireless charging, and it's not the most accurate thing. Like the new Silverado and the new Tahoe, they have it if you get the extended or upgraded version.
Well, the wireless charging is actually, you can have like to where you just slap it on, but the one they actually give you with the phone or you buy, you actually put it on a little thing. Like you have to put it in a certain area, but it works very well. But another thing with the wireless is you can't have a bent cord. Like a cord, like if you wrap up your cord, it'll sometimes bend the wire too much where it can't work, but not with the wireless charger.
Yeah, and that's actually a good point. With a wired charger, then you have to deal with the whole entire entanglement of the cords, and perhaps you have like a set of headphones which already get tangled, and then you have two types of cords that are tangled, and both of them are white, and everything is like mixed up.
But what happens if the wireless charger breaks? How much money is that to replace, rather than just going to like Fry's and getting a new cord?
I think a lot of companies will replace your wireless charger if it breaks, and you'd have to do something really dumb to break it. Like literally have to throw it into water, because it's just going to stay on your table, and then you can put it on there. That's what the thing is. It's very, very unlikely for it to break. And if it does break, then you can just take it back to the manufacturer and say, it just broke on me somehow.
Well, if it catches on fire like the hoverboards.
then you can just take it back to the manufacturer.
That was the battery's fault.
Yeah, then you take it back to the manufacturer. They'll pay for that stuff.
It's better. If it doesn't,
You can sue them.
then you might have a bad manufacturer. It's like, oh, this is like the off-brand Apple. We are the Pear Store.
Nickelodeon's going to come after you now.
Another positive thing of the Android is it's more of a computer. Like it acts like a computer.
That's true.
You can
I'll admit
access
that.
files and stuff other than the iPhone, where it's just like it's what's there is what you get. You can't do anything.
Oh, well, that was definitely us getting a little bit off track with the Editonians. However, I still think that this video was very enlightening in the whole entire iPhone versus Android debate.
Microsoft obviously will win.
They might take, like, I don't know, maybe another 50 years to, get apps.
Do they have Clash of Clans yet?
I don't think they have anything yet. They have Word. They have.
Well, that's starting. It's a
All right,
starting
well,
point.
we'll have another video soon. See ya.
Yeah. We will see you in the next episode of the Editonians, where we will be talking about some other new topic. We have
Wow.
not decided that yet.
Wow, we're just talking about another new topic. You might want to cut this part out.
It's a new topic.
We're cutting this part out.
We're not cutting this part out.
Why
Cutting
not?
this part out.
Because it's referring to us as a third person. It's like, this is the editing stage we're in the Matrix right now.
We're not in the Matrix.
But people watching this will not care about this. They will just fast forward and be like, well, that video was trash because of the ending.
All right, well, we're
Unlike-
done, honestly, this time. Bye.
Bye. But are we?
Goodbye.